Happy Pride Month, everyone! As you probably already know, June is Pride Month, and it's a time for us to reflect the pride, culture, and history of the LGBTQ+ community. So many people are sharing their experiences and stories of being in the LGBTQ community, and for many people, celebrities and public figures in the community are role models showing them that it's okay to live their truth. Today we're going to talk about a few celebrities in the community as we count down the top 10 celebrities you didn't know were LGBTQ. At number 10, Lily Reinhart. Last year, Riverdale star Lily Reinhart came out as bisexual amidst the Black Lives Matter movement. In June 2020, the actress addressed her sexuality publicly after sharing a post advertising an LGBTQ protest in which she said, quote, "Although I've never announced it publicly before, I am a proud bisexual woman." Later, she opened up about her sexuality and came out publicly, saying that she was initially hesitant about coming out because she felt as though it was becoming a trend in Hollywood and that she wanted her public coming out to be more sincere than just a popular trend. Later on in an interview, Lily shared more information about her bisexuality, saying that her sexuality was never intentionally hidden from the public, but come the Black Lives Matter protests, she felt as though this was the right time to talk about it because she wanted to be an ally for the Black LGBTQ community, a community that isn't widely talked about as it should be. Lily also shared that she knew from a young age that she was interested in men as well as women, and she didn't hide her feelings either. Lily has always been living authentically as a bisexual woman, and it was just that some people didn't know until recently. At number 9, Amber Heard. After Amber Heard started making massive headlines last year, as people started looking into her past relationships other than her marriage to Johnny Depp, some people came to realize that Amber Heard is in fact bisexual. Amber has been open with her sexuality ever since she came out with her girlfriend Taza Van Ree. When speaking on the subject of her sexuality, Amber has said that she just owns who she is. In a 2017 interview, she spoke about how she didn't back down for being authentically herself, saying, quote, "I am a person. I like who I like. I happened to be dating a woman and people started taking pictures of us walking to our car after dinner. I was holding her hand and I realized I have two options. I can let go of her hand, and when asked about it, I can say that my private life is my private life, or I could not let it go and own it." Amber sticks by the idea that she just likes who she likes, and that is perfectly valid. Now, before I carry on with the video, I would like to ask you guys to consider leaving a like if you're enjoying it so far, and also consider checking out my gaming channel Viber Girl to enjoy some gameplay content if that's something you're interested in. At number 8, Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato has been opening up a lot recently. Following their documentary into their personal struggles to the Joe Rogan podcast where they came out as pansexual, Demi has been revealing to the world who they really are, and most recently, Demi has come out saying that they identify as non-binary and that their pronouns are they, them. In an Instagram post, Demi came out to their fans saying, quote, "Today is a day I am so happy to share more of my life with you all. I am proud to let you know that I identify as non-binary and will officially be changing my pronouns to they, them moving forward." In their post, they continued saying, quote, "I'm still learning and coming into myself, and I don't claim to be an expert or spokesperson. Sharing this with you now opens another level of vulnerability for me," end quote. Demi revealed that they are coming out publicly for those who feel like they can't come out themselves, urging people to continue living their truths. Following Demi's coming out, they received a lot of love and support from their fans as well as the LGBTQ+ community. At number 7, Brendan Urie. Panic at the Disco frontman Brendan Urie is another celebrity that you might not have known is part of the LGBTQ+ community. Other than being a strong advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, Brendan also identifies as pansexual, and he's come out in recent years. The singer officially came out as pansexual back in 2018 when he told sources, quote, "Yeah, I guess you could qualify me as pansexual because I really don't care," in regards to a potential partner's gender. That year, Brendan also made a huge donation of $1 million to the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network, an organization that works to, quote, "create inclusive and safe environments in schools." At number 6, Carole Baskin. Though she might not be considered a traditional celebrity, she is a public figure with a platform, and a lot of people follow her and care about her day-to-day life. I mean, she was on Dancing with the Stars, so that has to count for something, right? For those who are followers and supporters of Carole Baskin, you might be surprised to find out that she identifies as bisexual. After her elimination from Dancing with the Stars, Carole continued doing interviews opening up about her life as she came out publicly as bisexual. In an interview, Carole said, quote, "I have always considered myself to be bisexual. Even though I've never had a wife, I could just have easily had a wife as a husband. Carol also went on to say that she had become quite close to the LGBTQ+ community in the 80s, and that she was first immersed into the community after she was engaged to a psychologist who worked with people from that community. And it was during that time that Carol discovered that she, quote, had just as equal feelings for women as she did for men, end quote. At number 5, JoJo Siwa. YouTube star JoJo Siwa recently came out as a member of the LGBTQ community. There had been speculation regarding her sexuality after she posted a video to her TikTok of her mouthing the words to Lady Gaga's Born This Way, and then later posting a photo to her Twitter of her wearing a shirt given to her by her cousin that read, "Best gay cousin ever." JoJo has said in an interview that she doesn't have a solid label for her sexuality, and that she identifies mostly as pansexual, as she said that that's how she's been living her entire life, saying, quote, "My human is my human." When asked about her sexuality, JoJo replied saying, quote, "I like people, but I never had fallen in love before, but I believed that my person was going to be my person. If that person happened to be a boy, then great. If that person happened to be a girl, then great. I'm the happiest that I've ever been, and that's what matters." JoJo came out on her 1-month anniversary with her girlfriend Kylie, and since coming out, there's been an outpouring of support for the internet star as celebrities and influencers have been sharing their messages of love and support. JoJo has said that in the days following her coming out, she didn't sleep because a lot of comments she received from the public were negative, as a lot of parents pulled their support. JoJo seems to be in a better place now, embracing who she is fully, saying that this is the first time she's felt truly happy on a personal level. At number 4, Kehlani. Singer Kehlani recently came out as a lesbian on a recent Instagram live session, and it caught a lot of people by surprise. For some time after her announcement, people were discussing the singer's sexuality and their place in the LGBTQ+ community. Before her most recent coming out, Kehlani was already part of the community, using she/they pronouns and identifying as queer, but during her Instagram live, she revealed to her fans that they are a lesbian, saying, quote, "You want to know what's new about me? I finally know I'm a lesbian," end quote. Later, in an interview with Advocate, the singer opened up about the privilege of being straight presenting or cisgender presenting in our world, saying that she didn't feel the pressures of coming out because they had the privilege of straight presenting, and saying, quote, "I think there's quite a few artists who are truly at the forefront but weren't able to make the strides that I was able to make being 100% myself because of the way they present and the biases and the phobias of the American public and the world. I've been lucky, super lucky," end quote. At number 3, Halsey. Halsey has also come out recently updating their pronouns to she/they. The singer, who is currently pregnant with her first child, updated their pronouns on Instagram just a few weeks ago, and it didn't really take much time for fans to notice and shower them with love and support. When speaking out about her updated pronouns, Halsey said, quote, "I thought pregnancy would give me a very strong binary feeling about womanhood, but it truly has leveled my perception of gender entirely." Before this, Halsey was already part of the LGBTQ+ community, as they've been openly bisexual since rising to fame in 2015. Just a few years ago, Halsey opened up about their bisexuality, saying that they had to validate themselves after coming out, acknowledging that bisexuality is not a phase, though many people believe so and claim that bisexual people are just confused, which is entirely false. Halsey has been an advocate for the LGBTQ+ community for years and continues to be open about their support and personal experiences being part of the community. At number 2, Angelina Jolie. One Hollywood star that you might not have known is bisexual is actress Angelina Jolie. Though her bisexuality isn't necessarily a secret, it's really not something that is discussed as often as some other celebrities, so that's why some people might not be aware of the actress's place in the LGBTQ+ community. In a past interview, Angelina opened up about her sexuality, saying, quote, "When I was 20, I fell in love with someone who happened to be a woman. I was open about it because I wanted people to know that I had been with a woman. I spoke out about it because I discovered something wonderful and thought people should know my experience was very real," end quote. Following her split with Brad Pitt, some news outlets began reporting on her bisexuality, saying that she was only seeing women and that she had sworn off men, but those claims were never confirmed by any sources. Some believe that these tabloids were just using Angelina's sexuality for clickbait, if you will, which is never a nice thing to do, but Angelina seems to have just gone on with her life, just living her life as authentically as she wishes, which is always something positive. And finally, at number 1, Megan Fox. Back in 2009, at the height of the Transformers film popularity, Megan Fox came out as bisexual, and since it was so long ago, I think a lot of people may have forgotten about it, since some fans were pretty surprised to learn that the actress is not only an ally, but a member of the LGBTQ plus community. In an interview, Megan came out confirming her bisexuality and saying, quote, "I have no question in my mind about being bisexual." Before this, Megan was never shy about her attraction to both men and women when she said, quote, "I think all humans are born with the ability to be attracted to both sexes." Megan has never really been shy about who she is and who she likes, which is really a nice thing to see in Hollywood and I wish was more widely embraced. Just be yourself, love yourself for who you are and for who you love. Now, before I sign off this video, I just want to give a shout out to my friends in the LGBTQ plus community, those questioning their sexualities and labels, and those who aren't comfortable coming out, and anyone else who has anxiety around these topics. Remember that you are loved, you are valid, and live your truth unapologetically. Anyways, that's it for me. I've been your host, Brie Room, and until next time, stay safe, happy Pride Month, and stay groovy, friends. Bye!